What's up, super people? My name is Aaron Oster. I am a #1 best-selling author on Amazon. And I am reshooting this because my previous intro was horrible. Yes, I look tired. That's because I got up way earlier than I normally do, and since I get up at about 5:30 every morning, that's saying a lot. So, in today's video, I thought I would talk about it's been a month since the release of my book Origin, Land of the Elementals Book 3 back in August, and I thought that I would do a 30-day sort of check-in to show what the sales look like after 30 days. In this video, I will also show you the sales from the previous 2 books in the series to show you how the release of a third book or any next book in the series can affect how the previous sales go, and talk about how much profit I've made. You know, spoiler alert, it's not a ton of money. So with all that said, if you guys can just destroy that like button down there, subscribe too if you haven't yet. You know, there's a giveaway going on for the whole subscribe thing. You know, you can win like, what was it, an iPhone 11 Pro or a Samsung Galaxy Note 20. Ooh, fancy stuff. It's not going as well as I hoped so far, but we're going to stick with it. So with all of that said, let's get right into the video. So we're going to start off right away by turning around because we've got a lot to go through. And yeah, so here we go. We're going to get you guys flipped around. And woohoo, mission accomplished. We've done it. Okay, so as you can see right over here, we are on the landing page of Origin, Land of the Elementals Book 3. As you can see, after a month, it has 27 ratings, which isn't that great. It still has a #1 bestseller tag, which is nice, but if we're going to come down here, like I've already said, that bestseller tag doesn't actually tell you how well the book is selling. And if you look down here, yeah, 10,825 in the Kindle store. Not exactly breaking the bank with those numbers, are we? So anyways, yeah, that's where it's holding right now. So before we hop into the sales and everything, let's go over the numbers from last, the first weekend. Because like I said, the opening weekend, you will see the biggest number of sales. So in the opening weekend, I sold 237 copies, had 230,209 page reads, which combined came out to be a total of 783 copies sold. And my phone is misbehaving again. Maybe it's time for a new one. Okay, which came out to a grand total of about $1,750. My spend on the book, it cost me $2,700, so by the opening weekend, I still had not broken even on the book. So here we go. Now we're going to go into the orders of the book, what it looks like over the course of a month. And as you can see, I've sold 378 copies. Now, if you do the math right over there, and you know what? We don't even have to do it right over there. We can do it right over here on my calculator that is refusing to come into focus. All right, there we go. All right, so if we take 378 and take away 237, you can see right there that I have sold 141 copies after the opening weekend. So, I mean, really, that gives you a good idea of, I wasn't just making stuff up. You do your best at the opening weekend. All right, let's pull on over back to the computer over here, and we'll move on to the page reads. Page reads are quite a bit higher than the opening weekend, though. But as you can see, there is that steady decline going down from the highs at the weekend where it was like, 68,508 was the high. And it just goes, steady down from there. There's a little bit of, ups and downs a bit, but as you can clearly see, it's gone down from there. So if we pull right back on over here, that's about 400,000 more page reads. But remember that this book has 421 pages. So we're going to come over here back to the calculator, and we are going to enter 619,473, and we're going to divide that by 421, and that gives us 1,471 copies from that. To that, we are going to add What number was it again? Hold on. Okay, we're going to add 378 for a grand total of 1,849 copies sold in the first month. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how much money that comes out to, and don't worry, I'm not going to make you wait. You can see right here. This is from last month's royalties. That is $3,701.59, and for the first couple of days this month, it's $94.53. As you can see, we're in the morning over here, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be around the same as yesterday, so we can round that up to about $120-ish. So if we'll just add 3701 to 120, I don't even need the calculator for that because I'm a math genius. Okay, that comes out to about $3,820 in the first 30 days. Now, the cost on this book was $2,700, leaving me with a profit of about $1,100 in the first 30 days. Now, from here, sales are only going to drop off even more. And, yeah, this isn't the smash hit, the #1 bestseller you're really expecting. But hey, if you're making a profit, you're doing well for yourself. All right, now, from here, obviously, we can't just take into, sorry, let me flip you around. So, obviously, when you are selling any book, you got to take into consideration the previous books of the series and see how much they got boosted and add those into the total sales of your new book, because those sales would not have happened otherwise. So if you're an author and you're seeing something like this and you're feeling a bit demoralized because, it's like a month and a half's worth of writing, at my pace anyways, it's a lot of work to put in. And, when you see something, numbers like that, you can be a bit demoralized and say, okay, well, didn't do great. I don't know if I should keep going with this. So I'm going to flip you back around again, and we're going to take a look at Rampage and Emerald, the first and second book in the series. I think we're going to be looking at Emerald first. I'm not sure how I set it up in my laptop, but we're going to be looking at those and taking a look at the sales and how they changed when the book came out and what sort of percentage. And I'm going to estimate. I'm not going to, do a whole bunch more math. I'm just going to estimate how much more that generated in sales because of the release of the book. So here we go. All right, so we flipped you guys back around, and we are now moving on to, here we go. So this is Emerald, and you can see these are the sales of Emerald over the last 90 days. So as you can see right over here, I've sold 155 units in the last 90 days. Not amazing, but this book did come out in February. So here we go. So as you can see, nothing really doing over here, but then comes release day, August 6th, and you see a big uptick in sales. Now, yeah, there are still some days that are empty over here with, nothing doing. But you do have to remember that I gave away a whole bunch of free books one of these days. I don't remember exactly which one. But as you can see, there is a marked difference over here. Not a huge one, but I'd assume I probably sold maybe like another 15, 20 copies. It's in the page reads that really makes all the difference. So over the last 90 days, I had 469,347 reads on this. And as you can see here, there was a clear uptick in reads. Okay, not going to focus here for too long. We'll go right on to the royalties from last month. And the total royalty for last month was $1,181.13. Yeah, again, not amazing for an entire month, but as you can see over here, there is going from the 1st up to the 6th, there is an increase, and you can see it sort of hovers steadily above there. Yeah, there are some days that are below, some days that are over, but I will assume that this is roughly a 30 to 40% increase in overall sales. So what I'm just going to do is I am going to pull 35% off that 1181. Now, I'm bad at math, so we're just going to do 1181 minus 35%. No, we want to do minus 65%. Man. All right, so that leaves us with $413.35. That's what I'm going to stick with and say that I gained on that book. Next, we're going to move on to Rampage, which is the first book in the series, and over the last 90 days I did 214 sales, and as you can see, there is a big difference with Rampage over here. I mean, on release day, here we go, August 6th, 19 copies sold. You can see a huge difference in the first book because first in the series always sell much better. Here there were some downticks, some upswings, and on Rampage, I mean, there is a clear difference between how many sold over here and how many sold over here, and I can definitely say the same in page reads. There's a big uptick in the amount of page reads, so between sales and page reads, after going to how much I made, which was $1,365.76 in that month, you can see right over here from the sales, there is about a 50% increase, maybe even a little bit more, going throughout the month. And it sort of holds steady because from here, had a book not been released, it would have just kept on going down. So what I am going to do is I am going to assume a 65% increase in sales. I wanted to go a bit higher end at around 75, but I'm going to keep it conservative and keep it at 65. So we'll go back to the calculator. Here we go, $1,365. I'll leave out the cents, and we're going to remove 35% from this, which gives us $887.25. Now to that, we are going to add the $413.35 from Emerald. And to that, we are going to come back over here. We are going to add in the $3,701 and what just happened there? Oh, I forgot to hit the plus sign. Rookie mistake there, pal. All right, $3,701.59, and then we're just going to add the extra $120, which gives me a grand total of $5,122.19. Now we can just, subtract $2,700, and there you go. That is my total profit on Origin, Land of the Elementals, Book 3 in the first 30 days. Now, yeah, I realize that might have been a bit much and a whole bunch going on over there. And yeah, it isn't exactly 30 days, it's like 28. But as you already know, I've got a new book coming out next week, and I want to be able to do an opening weekend comparison on that to Origin, because this book is from my #1 best-selling series, a series that has placed one or maybe even two books on the New York Times bestsellers list just by the virtue of the amount of books that they sold. Remember, the New York Times is snooty. They don't accept self-published authors for the most part. And yeah, I might be a little sour about that, but I'm only going to complain a little bit. So I decided I was going to do this now, talk a little bit more about other stuff in the coming week, and then the next week I'm going to do a comparison video, how much I've sold in comparison to the other book, and show you guys sort of the differences over there. One more thing that I am doing is that I am celebrating meeting my financial goals for 2020, and I wanted to get myself something nice. And then when I started looking at the things I wanted, I remembered I was a cheapskate. So what I did instead was I got myself this lovely pair of fuzzy socks. It was $17 for 6 pairs, which is like $2 and change per pair, I think. I could be wrong. You guys can do the math. But that was my reward for reaching my financial goals. It's important to reward yourself when you do well. So, yeah, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was insightful. Again, I didn't do this to brag, just to show you guys what you can be expecting if you sell the amount that I did. So, yeah, let's roll on to the outro. So, if you enjoyed, destroy that like button, comment down below with your thoughts. Don't forget to join in the giveaway. Also, Mibble Art, the cover place that I talked about in that other video of mine, we'll be giving you 15% off or add $15 of value to a cover if you just click on my link down there in the description and tell them that I referred you. Also, if you haven't signed up to Audible yet, you can get a free audiobook. Buy my books too, and I think that's enough self-promo for now. So don't forget to join the giveaway. Have an awesome day, keep being super, and I will see you next time.